The Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs, Anil Nandlall, posited that he is currently engaged in a process of reviewing the laws of Guyana and is therefore requesting the newly appointed commission to assist him in this regard.
The last revision exercise of the laws of Guyana concluded in 2012. And prior to that, the last one was concluded in 1977. So from 2012, we have not revised the law.
The Attorney General explained that the country's laws have not been reviewed for almost a decade.
Revision of the law is to insert into the principal acts the various pieces of amendments that would have been made over the last few years from the last revision. So if the last revision, for example, was 2012, you could imagine how many legislation we have passed since.
Nandlall made those statements on the sidelines of the swearing-in of the Law Reform Commission at the Office of the President on Wednesday. The Law Reform Commission is an advisory body to the state which makes recommendation to the government of Guyana concerning amendments to existing laws, new legislation, and the repeal of existing legislation. Nandlall highlighted an example of what he is referring to when he speaks about reviewing the laws of the country.
So, for example, the Narcotics Act has been amended. But if you go into the Narcotics Act in the purple volume, you will not see those amendments. You have to go and check some loose leaf. We have a series of that in the election laws, in the compendium of the election laws of this country. We need to get those inserted properly into the laws to make them easy to consult and read.
The Attorney General is optimistic that the exercise would not take up a significant amount of time, given that the government of the day is getting assistance in that regard.
That exercise is not expected to take very long because we are getting some expert help under the Spotlight program. Impact Justice program with Professor Newton out of Barbados. So that should not take long. As soon as that is completed, well then by that time they would have done interactions with the public. But trust me, there is a lot of law reform to be done in the pipeline.
The members of the newly appointed commission are retired Justice of Appeal B.S. Roy, who is the chairman, Mr. Tenny Hoosty, Ms. Clarissa Ryle, Mr. Brian O'Toole, Ms. Emily Dotson, Mr. Rupnarayan Satram, and Ms. Dinawati Pandey. The establishment of this commission on Wednesday follows an $8 million Inter-American Development Bank IDB funded project, which seeks to support the country's justice system program. The IDB will fund the commission for a specific period, after which the government is expected to do so. The IDB has been playing a pivotal role in the strengthening of the country's justice system as it continues to pour cash into crucial components of the justice system. Recently, the bank funded a project dubbed the Restorative Justice System, which seeks to reform the way prisoners are dealt with while incarcerated. One aspect of that program seeks to bring offenders face-to-face with perpetrators for dialogue, which is said to help both victim and offender overcome feelings of animosity and anguish. Wendell Badrie for the HGP Nightly News.